In the dim corridors of the Galactic prison station, the echoes of screams were constant. Alien guards with glowing eyes and sharp, metallic claws laughed as they tormented a young alien girl. Her small body trembled with fear, her cries barely audible over the harsh machinery and cruel laughter. Nobody came to help, no alien cared, and the human stationed there kept their distance. But one human, Captain Aaron Blake, could not turn away. He was just a soldier assigned to routine maintenance of the prison, far from the chaos of the torture chambers. Yet, when he heard her screams, something inside him shifted. He had always followed orders, avoided trouble, but the sight of her suffering shook him to his core. The girl, named Lyra, had skin that shimmered faintly in the dark light, her eyes deep pools of violet that reflected pain and innocence at the same time. The alien guards were relentless. Each blow, each jab of energy, was meant to break her spirit completely. They thought she was weak, insignificant. But Aaron saw something else, her will to survive, fragile but unbroken. He hesitated only for a moment. Then he made a decision that would change everything. Aaron slipped silently through the ventilation ducts, heart pounding. Every step brought him closer to the chamber. Outside, the guards' laughter bounced off the cold walls. He held his breath, listening to her soft sobs. This was no longer a matter of duty, this was personal. He could not allow her to endure more pain. When he reached the chamber, he saw the guards preparing to strike her again. Without thinking, Aaron kicked the door open. The guards turned, shocked, their claws raised. Aaron drew his plasma rifle, the blue energy humming through his hands. "Leave her alone," he shouted, his voice echoing through the room. The guards sneered. "This is none of your concern, human," one hissed. "She is our property. Torture is her fate." Aaron's hand did not waver. "Not on my watch." The first guard lunged at him, claws aimed. Aaron fired, sending a bolt of energy that knocked the alien back. Chaos erupted. Guards screamed and clashed with him, but Aaron's determination was stronger than fear. He shielded Lyra with his own body, moving her behind the cover of a large machinery unit. "Are you hurt?" he asked her, crouching beside her. She shook her head, too scared to speak. He could see the bruises forming on her delicate skin, the fear in her gaze. He realized then that the fight was not just against these guards, it was against the system itself, the cruelty that had imprisoned and abused her without reason. Aaron grabbed her hand gently. "We need to go. Now." Lyra hesitated. She had never trusted humans, never imagined one would save her. But the sincerity in Aaron's eyes was undeniable. She nodded slowly, letting him lead her toward the emergency exit. The station was a labyrinth of dark corridors and flashing warning lights. Guards searched every hall, their sharp senses alert for any sign of escape. Aaron moved swiftly, dragging Lyra behind him, careful not to leave traces. Every corner held danger, every sound could mean discovery. Suddenly, a loud alarm blared. Red lights bathed the walls in a harsh glow. "They know we're here," Lyra whispered, panic rising in her voice. Aaron did not panic. He held her hand tighter. "Keep moving. Trust me." They reached the ventilation shafts, narrow and claustrophobic, but the only way out. Lyra hesitated again, but Aaron's calm reassurance gave her courage. Together, they crawled through the tight passages, the screams of guards echoing below them. It was a terrifying, suffocating journey, but for the first time, Lyra felt hope. Finally, they emerged into a hidden cargo bay. Outside, the dark void of space stretched endlessly, stars sparkling cold and distant. Aaron activated a small escape pod. "This will get us out," he said. As they sealed the pod, Lyra finally spoke. Why are you helping me?" Aaron looked at her, his expression serious. "Because no one deserves to suffer for being born different. Because someone has to stand up." The pod blasted off, leaving the prison station behind. Inside, Lyra sat quietly, absorbing the warmth of being alive, of being safe. Aaron monitored the controls, calculating a course for a nearby human outpost. But safety would not come easily. The alien guards would not forget their prisoner, nor the human who defied them. Aaron knew they would be hunted, that the road ahead would be filled with danger. Still, he would not let her suffer again. Over the next hours, as they traveled through the cold emptiness of space, Lyra began to trust him. She learned that humans could be more than conquerors, more than cruel captors. And Aaron learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. Suddenly, the escape pod shuddered violently. Red warning lights flashed. Aaron's eyes widened. An alien fighter had tracked them. The pod was too small to fight back effectively. "They're here," Lyra whispered, gripping his arm. Aaron's jaw tightened. "Hold on. We're not going down without a fight." With skill and desperation, he maneuvered the pod through the debris field of a nearby asteroid belt. The alien fighter pursued relentlessly, firing energy blasts that shook the pod violently. Lyra screamed, clutching Aaron. But he remained focused, guiding them through narrow gaps between asteroids. Finally, he found a narrow passage leading to a nebula, dense clouds of cosmic gas that could hide them. With precise timing, he navigated into the swirling colors, losing their pursuer. Lyra exhaled shakily. You saved me again." Aaron smiled faintly, exhaustion written across his face. "We're not safe yet. But we will be." In the nebula, they drifted silently, a fragile peace surrounding them. Lyra touched her bruised arm, then looked at Aaron. "Thank you," she whispered. "For everything." Aaron shook his head. "Don't thank me. Just survive. That's all that matters." In that moment, a bond formed not just of gratitude, but of trust, and of the unspoken promise that neither would allow the cruelty of others to dominate their lives. As the pod continued its journey towards safety, the distant stars glimmered like silent witnesses. And in the cold darkness of space, a human and an alien girl had found something stronger than fear, hope, courage, and the determination to fight against injustice, no matter the odds.